there are a lot of complications, a lot of bad things that could happen if you don't treat jaundice, especially in the newborn. What and what can go wrong? Firstly, we have brain damage. In my previous video, I made mention about kernicterus. If you've not watched it, please go back and watch it about the signs and symptoms of jaundice. You know, this kernicterus is when this bilirubin has crossed to the brain. It now causes brain damage. Here, the child will now assume one particular position because of the body ache from the bilirubin and how it is already affecting the body. Though this is a severe form of the complication of jaundice, but this bilirubin can build up in the brain for a long time and it will go ahead and cause permanent damage. This permanent brain damage now, do you know that it can cause hearing loss? You can lead to hearing loss. This child that you have labored to deliver after 9 months can no longer hear again. So there are a lot of complications that can go wrong when jaundice is left untreated. Now let's look at the second one, hearing loss. When jaundice is not treated appropriately, it can affect the hearing of the child, and this child will not be able to hear again. Why? Because the nerves that are responsible to transport information, hearing information from the brain to the ear, leading to, producing those sounds that an individual can hear, will now be affected. It will now cause either partial or complete hearing loss for the newborn baby. That is why it is very necessary. Once you notice jaundice, carry the baby to the hospital. Let them do a test to check the bilirubin level before you know what next to do. Don't say, oh, I know the solution. I can be bringing out the baby in the sun. Yes, we know that this is the solution, but please take this child to the hospital to avoid, to avoid any complications. Another complication that can occur is liver damage. Remember that liver is the one that is supposed to excrete this bilirubin. Liver is the one that is supposed to remove it from the blood. Unfortunately, if there are liver problems like hepatitis or blockage in the liver, and not treating this jaundice with a liver that has problem, this will now go ahead now and worsen the liver function. It will even it will increase that problem that the liver has. It can even go as far as causing scar in the liver, which is known as liver cirrhosis, or it can even cause liver failure. Our newborn having liver failure. That is not what we wish for. So that is why it is very necessary to take this child to the hospital immediately. Another complication that can come from untreated jaundice is infection or sepsis. If this jaundice was as a result of an underlying infection or sepsis, when you leave it untreated, what will happen? This infection will spread potentially to all parts of the body, thereby causing life-threatening sepsis for this newborn.